to another wonderful episode of the Talking Booth with Comfort Booth. We see your engagement, we see your love, and we are grateful that you're part of this community of solution finders. As usual on the show, we have a wholesome topic and news through all our segments. We're about to get into it, but before we start, you know how we do it. Let's go on a quick break, and when we come back, we'll go straight into the topic for today. And with me in the studio today to discuss happily ever after, happily never after, is Jennifer Ben, who is an entrepreneur, has a restaurant, a grill, and a thriving fashion house. And she's also the wardrobe. Welcome, Jennifer.
Thank you.
Nice to have you here.
Thank you so much.
And Zainab who is a mother of 3. I like to say that because they're all boys. And when I see women who have all boys, and you still look like this, I have to, we have to greet you. So, well done, ma. An advocate for women empowerment, and she wants to be an author one day. You tell me about that.
Absolutely.
Okay, and then she has a huge passion for network marketing.
I would say so.
Which one are you doing now?
Conference.
No, leave it. Not on this platform. So now, you are 3, she is 2, and guess what I am? 1. So 1, so 1, 2, 3. All mothers. How has the experience been? I don't want a long story of, my head is spinning. Just, how has it been? Good, bad? That's it. Motherhood. Let's go. Which one? Jenny.
Go first.
All right.
Motherhood. Okay, for me, I've always loved children. Like, there's a time when
I said no long story. You love children, Abi?
I love children. Absolutely love children. And my first experience it wasn't scary, but along the line, it got really tough.
Oh, because they're boys?
No, I actually have 2 boys and a girl.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
When?
When? Okay, so Tato turned 25 August this year.
25 years?
Yes.
Really?
Abba turned 20 July. Amir is going to be 17 in October.
Please, a round of applause. Are you look this good? No. I wasn't. Even me that I know, I didn't even know that. I thought you were at 7. I thought it was 17. I thought the first was.
Last is going to be 17.
No, well done. Well done.
Wow.
You? How has motherhood been?
It's been good. It's been good. I actually had them very young, so it's been good.
Hi. They are all girls.
They are all girls now.
They're all girls.
And it's been a good experience, though.
So do you think having children early on in the marriage helps the marriage or tanks the marriage? Jenny, you say you have them young.
For me, I think maybe that early stage it might be difficult because, you won't even... For me, my mom, is late. And I took care of my kids all by myself.
Okay.
Nobody came to help or anything. So it was difficult, yes. But right now, seeing them grown and, my first daughter is in GS2 now. She's 13. And 12. She's 12, yes. Then my second daughter is 10. So they are grown. I think it's easy now. They are like my friend. So it's easy. And they care so much about me. In fact, it's been lovely, though. It was difficult at the starting point, but right now I think it's okay.
What was difficult? Was it the bringing them up or the marriage?
Yeah, bringing them up. At that time, my marriage was really difficult. My husband is not somebody that he does not pay attention to kids. He's there, but he's not somebody that would say, let me feed the child and all that. So it was just all me. You understand? But I'm somebody that I'm not too emotional as well, so it didn't really bother me that much. I'm a very independent person.
You're a stone cold gentlewoman.
So I was okay with it. As long as he was taking care of his responsibilities, I think I was okay with it. But,
Did you hear that? I like the clinical way she put it. As
It's fun.
long as you take care of your shit, let's go. So what about you?
I think it was hard for me from beginning. In terms of having a partner, he was never there. Completely. Like she said, this one was not, he doesn't have a clue. And then it's strange because you now have boys. So I was thinking, okay, let me bond with the girl. You bond with the boy. There was no bonding. So I did everything. I had to read books on how to raise boys.
Okay.
I had to prepare from when they were 6. I start talking about all the boy things in puberty. And I was like, okay.
So the boys are the first two, but now
The girl is the first.
Oh, the girl is first. So you see, that was why I honestly always thought you had only boys, because you were more
with the boys.
Yes, and everything you said was the boys, the boys, the boys.
Everything I did, I had to go skating. I had to take them to games. So I literally became a man to fill in that space.
If you were to marry again, would you do it?
Yes, absolutely.
Wow. Okay, so you are team happily ever after.
Yes.
Are you team what's it?
Happily
ever after. You're team okay. Why would you do it again?
I think happily ever after comes after happily never after, because I think you would have learned a lot of lessons, you would have grown, you would have come through the process. I think the reason why a lot of it goes down is because we didn't know what we're doing. It was trial and error. Really? Honestly, I had no clue. I remember once I was having a conversation with my mom before she passed. I said, why don't you guys put us through, school us, tell us the hard facts, what we're going into, just say go and get married. And all we're thinking about is the dress, the wedding, my ashwebi. There's when you get into it, you realize this is a completely different ball game. And God bless you that the person is going this way, you're going this way. You people have nothing in common, and then you're wondering, after you get married, you now realize we're not going the same direction. And those are conversations that people fail to have deeply before they take that step.
So do you think that society is too much in our faces about go and get married, go and get married? Do you think that that marriage should have a coloration now? You know what, we grew up knowing that, okay, marriage is one man, one wife, or one man, plenty women in a group, we sit down, we form community, we have children and all. But then there are those who say, you know what, we don't want to do the strictures. Leave us. I like her, I like him, we're together. It doesn't work, we move. Do you think that marriage should evolve to that? Or it is because, as she said, we don't have enough knowledge that we're misbehaving in the marriages?
I feel like, for me, I have girls. I would be the last person to push them to marry. I would never do that.
Absolutely.
I didn't get it.
Say
I don't care if they marry or not. It's not important.
Okay.
Seriously. As long as you have a child, I don't care. You can bring the child home. Have somebody, because all we're working for is who will take care of us when we grow old. Yeah. You might meet somebody, you people are not compatible. Will you kill yourself? No. You won't kill yourself. I would never, there are some things that maybe might happen in front of my kids, and I will tell them, she'll tell Mommy, have patience. I say, you at your old time, you're not having patience. I'll come and drag you. I'll come and drag you from the man's house. There is nothing like, yes, because I will not suffer you, go to good school, everything, then the man will now come and treat you now. Us, I think is different, you know, but right now, if you want, I always tell my friend that she keeps saying, I want to. I say, go and get a child. You're getting old. Are you going to be 50 when your child is still in primary school? You should have a child that's at least when you know that, okay, I have a child that will take care of me. I think that's the most important thing. If you have a good partner, fine.
I'm very impressed.
You understand? But for me, if my child does not find somebody that genuinely loves her, my dear, do your work, make money, have a child or two, and live your life. Life is not about men.
You know, why I was looking at her like that. I know her, but I don't know this part of her. I love the contrast, and I hear you. I don't want to say, okay, so I don't want to say anything yet, but I hear you. I love it. I heard you. Did you clap?
I clapped her because I was so excited when she said that, because I've actually had this conversation with my children, all of them.
All three.
Oh, I'm like, you guys, you know what? Marriage is not on. It's not on the table, but live your best life. Like get to where, and I've been preaching this thing lately about know thyself. You have to know yourself. I have even encouraged him. I say it might seem like you're crazy, but I need to sit in the mirror and meet yourself, have a conversation, know who you are, so that when you meet someone else, you can they will know you. Most of us don't know who we are. So when we meet people, they don't know who we are. So they just assume that this is who this person is, okay, based on looks or the few things I've heard. Let's just build a life together, and then when you get into it, your real self starts coming out. Even you are shocked sometimes at how you react to certain things because you don't know yourself.
Of course.
I think I want to underscore what you said about when we were setting out to marry. It was more make sure that you are the perfect wife, you are the perfect cook, you're the perfect sex partner, and you're the perfect dumping ground, because in the long run it's dumping ground for everybody, right? But nobody took the time to find out what your ideals were, what your values were, what did you want, because everybody kept telling you who to be. So you went out as who they had told you to be, you attracted that person, and you will struggle because that's not you. So in the marriage, the real you comes out, and the person is looking at who is this one that I picked?
Of course.
And but I didn't even know this till when I okay. Okay, when I got married too. And it was then that my own journey to self started. Like, what the fuck did I just do? Number one, I'm not the marrying type. That was why I found yours very interesting. I'm not. I do it. No, I'm not. I just felt, what, what's all this? You want to go out? They say, no, you have to come back by 7 because you are a married woman. If you wear high heel, they say, why is it the heel, this thing? Is girls of 16 that wear the shoe. You and me, I like it. So, all those things. I'm a free bird. I want to travel when I want to travel. And they say, no. You have to go with me. You have to carry the children along and all that. Okay, but you know what? Really, why can't you just stay with them and take care of them? That was the type of person I was. So I hear you and I understand you. I just never processed it like that. Funny enough, for my own daughter, I've never, interestingly, and maybe it's because I just assume, which is a mistake that they made with us. Yes, I'm almost repeating, and just assume that she'll be strong enough to know and navigate this thing. What I'm telling her, though, is be friends. I don't want to hear, I don't even think you should have a boyfriend till I understand now. They were stopping us at that time because they were thinking only of sex. But they should have been thinking of the emotional health. Did you understand why you should be with a guy and be able to control yourself? Did you understand why you should be a guy and be able to have conversations? What do you like? Why do you like it? How he treated her. How he reasoned with her, how he didn't, how he put out. Those are the things that, we should be at this stage, teaching them. So if you were to do a policy on marriage now, right, well, in terms of what we've said now, how would it look like? So the policy now is, you reach 25, come on, where's your husband? Go and marry, have children. Don't you know that? For what would be your policy?
The policy would be there's no age, there's no level. You can get married at 50. But of course, I'll put that clause. If you pass 50, if you get to 60, you shouldn't have children.
Second time around, she spoke about saying yes, and she was hurriedly saying the yes. Do you think dating at an older age to get married has differences?
Of course.
But the men seem to struggle with that. The men will still talk to you as if you were 18 and 25. If you were to advise a woman that wanted to, somebody who was divorced especially, what would you give her as advice at that age? She wants to date and get married.
For me, it's okay if you find someone that you really like. The person must not be perfect. At least someone that you can understand, someone that can hear you when you speak. You understand? It's important to have a man. Yes, it's important to have a man. If you see someone that you really like, both of you can, reason alike and all that. Well, for me, when you say it's someone that you're compatible with, you might not meet someone that you're compatible with, but at least someone that when you look at his good parts, he can cover up. At least nobody is perfect. But the most important thing is, for me, you have to get someone that will take good care of you. Yeah, it's very important to me. It's very, very important to me. Very important. It's very important because, see, when I married my husband, I didn't meet him like I didn't meet him to say I want to marry. No, I met him because we were having fun. You know, of course, I wasn't interested in, I'm somebody that right from when I was small, I've always told my siblings I want to be a single mother.
So you knew yourself.
Yes.
So
I'm not somebody that's I'm not a clingy person.
Oh, wow.
You understand?
So how are you balancing that?
So, my husband is not always around.
Okay, so that helps.
But in fact, I have grown to even want him to always be around.
Aww.
When, you know, because I was really young, I didn't know where I was heading to at that point. My own is that I have a child, I'm having fun, everything is good, life is good. But as I was getting older, I got to realize that, okay, you know, everything is not about comfort. You need somebody that can also hear you. And at that time, that was why that issue came at that time. Yeah. At that time, he started seeing it, oh, okay, now you've grown. Now you feel you have money now. Now you're not the same person that I met. But I made him understand that, see, it's not about being the same person. I'm not that little girl. I'm a grown woman now. And, you know, these are the things that I don't care if you are cheating. Do it respectfully. Give me that give me that attention. I'm not a greedy person that will say, don't speak to any girl, don't do that. No, because even if you lament from now to tomorrow, you give yourself high BP. He will still do what he wants to do, but do it respectfully. You understand? And I think later he realized that. So now, in fact, it's even him that is even wanting to hear me, not me wanting to hear him.
Okay.
You understand? Because I don't even know how it happened. I pushed it and pushed it and pushed it and pushed it. We had several issues. You were aware now.
I was aware.
Before he would talk, Piam, I have moved out. Before he thought it was a joke. I've moved out. I got another property. I had my children. I moved. Wow. I was happy. I was. He told me, "Yeah, go now." Should you think that? I said, you don't know me. So along the line, he got to realize that, okay, you know, the love was there, but you know, a young man is a Bayelsa man. You know,
Is that a huge? Sorry to interrupt. Is that a huge age gap?
No, I think about 9 years.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Well, that's lovely.
Like 9 years. Yes,
that's
9 years older. So he met me as a little girl, and then, you know, everybody. You've met my husband now. He's someone that, right now. If I say sit here, he sits there.
No, but you don't have to say it.
Seriously.
He comes himself to
yes,
sit.
and it's
order his drink and
the way he changed was it was like a miracle. I would drag. My husband is someone that will stay 2 weeks. He will not call you. He will not call you. You have to call him. Wait, you say, what are you doing with my money? You have to call me. You are the one to call me, not me. But I try to tell him it's not about me. At least when you call, it makes me feel. I went through a lot, though. You understand? My friend, people that know me always say my patience is from here to United States because I'm a very patient person.
So what
I
do you
had so much patience.
think was the turning point? Because it will help people who are in this situation. Because you see, yours went from a certain place to literally Uhuru. You know, you are in a very good place now.
He saw that I had that patience to wait.
And you were determined.
Yes. And he saw that I was determined. You know, when I moved, it opened his eyes. He realized that I'm going to lose this woman if I don't adjust. So even when he came back, we still battled with it because he will always tell you, my mother did not teach me these things, so you cannot change an old man. And I'll tell him, you have to change. If it's to pretend, you have to keep pretending till you get used to it. You know, so so you know, it in fact, when I look at it, sometimes when I look at him and I say some things and he's begging and saying, I'm sorry, please, I'm sorry, I'm even surprised because now if it's even me that is even, my husband is someone I will tell you, I love to quarrel. Like, quarrel makes him happy. So as you're quarreling, when he opens his mouth and tell you one, you know that you sit down and even cry for 2 hours before talking. So, but I don't even know. Everything just changed.
But you look happy, to be honest.
You see, we're good now.
Yes, you look happy.
We're good now. So sometimes I just tell myself that thank God I had that patient. But it's not everybody that can have.
So for your happily never
Happy ever after.
For your happily ever after, it went back to the old-fashioned advice that our mothers gave. How could you be patient?
Yeah, to be patient, right?
Yes,
but the thing is that it depends on the man. He wasn't abusive.
Yes, he wasn't, to be honest.
He wasn't abusive.
Yeah, he wasn't.
He took care of his responsibilities even if you people are not talking.
And he was willing to fight for you.
He was willing to fight for me.
Well, he was not like the average war man.
No.
Okay.
He's somebody that you can wake up and tell my husband, can you give me 20 million? He will not ask you what you need that money for.
Okay, wait first, please.
He's that kind of a person. No, seriously.
Run a dating
as long as he has
agency.
that money, he will not ask you.
Jenny, please, we want to start a dating agency after this show.
Hey.
Yes, we're looking for older men who most likely will need Viagra, because I don't have the energy
Oh my
now.
gosh.
Then on top of that, all we need to do is to rub their head and then press his leg. Don't be laughing. This is a very serious thing. Do you know how many women out there want to have happily ever afters, but they're probably on their second run? Because as you said, the first one, let's face it, a lot of us will make mistakes, right? But you want to do the second run. You do. There are people that want to. I'm not sure if I want to. I'm on the cusp. I haven't even finished with the first marriage, to be honest. I'm still sitting down there. I've not finished with it. But I'm thinking, Zainab, you said you would do it again.
Yes, I was.
You weren't traumatized by the first one.
Oh, I was. I went through therapy for 3 years.
For how many years?
3 years.
You went through therapy.
Wow.
What were you telling the therapist?
It was emotional abuse. It was someone taking you apart piece by piece. This is someone who didn't even really come into her own, but he was still threatened by someone who did not know herself. So the emotional abuse of constantly putting me down and telling me how I was a big mistake, what's this, what's that, I'm in love with somebody else. And there was so much drama around the whole union. So it was, his ex was my neighbor and married to his brother. Wow. So the drama, and then there was another of the wives that had a thing for, so it was
You were
plenty.
right in the middle of that.
It was a lot of too much. So I used to tell the therapist that I made a mistake, because a lot of people want me. A lot of people keep telling me, you don't really know this family. I was like, no, he's a fine boy, I like him, you know. And I had a lot of regret. So I think that was what made it worse for me. I kept beating myself up for making that mistake and then having it fail. So the therapist basically helped me forgive myself, and tell me that it was not completely bad. You have children from this union, so focus on the good part. That's why I put all of me into my children. I made sure I was there for everything. I wanted to know them. I wanted them to grow and not feel that vacuum. Because my father was married to 4 women, and I felt like my mom was a single mom because of that drama. So I didn't want my children to feel like they were from a broken home, you know. So therapy helped me to stand strong, communicate more with my children, deal with the anger. I had a lot of anger.
You would?
I had a lot of anger. I used to snap at them, and I then realized, therapy helped me realize I was doing transferred aggression. So I had to step back. I'm like, these children didn't do nothing to you, so please don't take it out on them. But till tomorrow, the other party is taking it out on them. So I think, I just wish somebody could advise the other party to go through therapy. Because
but you're in the best position now. You have had the experience. You send a text, dear father of 3.
Okay, no, the dear father has blocked the dear mother.
But he has not blocked the dear children.
Oh no, those ones are going through a different phase of relationship with him.
But they do have a relationship.
They did. Yes. The younger one is still... No, I try to...
Okay.
No,
okay. Shepherd them.
You have to. But they're adults. They are coming to their own. If you don't give them, they won't give. So you have to keep your own door open as well.
Are you open to love again?
Oh, absolutely. I watch a lot of Indian movies growing up. Oh my God. I'm in love with the idea of love. Like,
are you serious?
Every time I see a lot of like, I'm looking at him like,
yes, actually,
this is such a beautiful.
Like,
I like the fact that he fought for you.
But that's what a man should do.
Somebody asked me that if he fought for you, would you go back? Nah, I won't.
No. But if a man fights for you, he wants you. He wouldn't be abusive and all. So you fight for a woman because you want her. You won't. They don't invest. They don't even have the. They don't. You know, they're so linear in their thinking.
So how about men that want you, but because of ego, they will not fight for you?
Yeah, a lot of men will not actually fight for you.
They will not. It's the African thing of why.
Then he doesn't want you. I'm almost sure that anything you want, it's anything you want in life.
All men were not taught that, especially when it comes to women.
Okay,
They feel like it shows weakness if you fight for something that you want.
But this guy is the part of the country he
Is
comes
he from the north?
No.
From the north, they are groomed to believe that they can have as many wives as they want. So if you don't get what you want from one, you can have 4.
So you think also that means the issue of tribe comes into it
A lot.
for
Your
us
background
on this side of the divide.
Yeah.
So you still want a happily ever after?
Oh, I will.
Auntie has a heavily ever after.
Yes, she does.
Let me think if I want.
And I like that the foundation is
Yes,
it's solid.
that's why I love
There's
her story.
history.
Yes,
So they
and that's why I
built
love
on
it.
that.
Yes.
That is so beautiful. Honestly.
Every day I go to the place, he's
Beautiful.
sitting down quietly. Auntie is there, counting her money. Please, have they paid for? Have they bought the chicken? Yes. How many times? Sweet to God, yes.
Honestly.
But I can tell she's not taking him for granted. I can tell.
It has a lot to do with him, actually. Well, with all the ego, many women want to have your story, but they'll be doing, I have to be patient because it happened for her. But if the man is not I don't know. This thing is not. There's no straight cut answer.
No, there isn't. Everybody. Yes,
exactly.
very true. And yes, but what I loved about her story too is that there was still that traditional advice of patience. So that means there truly is the place of patience.
It works.
Please, I'm still on my own thinking.
Okay, let's
Let me see. Ever after, never after. Ever after, never after.
Okay, wait. Can I interrupt you?
Yes.
Why don't you work on what you have?
Kai.
See, 90% of the women are like this. They're
90.
tired.
No, I'm not tired. Well, am I? Am I tired? I just.
So why did you go?
I think it's kind of like what you said, you know. You go and you just do the wrong thing. So what I did was I just did the wrong thing. Literally, that's what I did. I did the wrong thing. And I knew it. The same way you said you were warned was the same way 100% I was told. It will not. Why are you here? And I don't know. Okay, fine, I did it. And once I did it, I realized, fuck.
Honestly.
Fuck this shit, man. I'm out of here.
Yeah.
And that was it.
Absolutely.
And you know, and that was it. But as I said, I'm still with this. It's not as if I didn't divorce. We are very good friends. So I guess that's why you're asking maybe why aren't I whatever. But because I probably just wasn't the marrying type, it doesn't mean anything
Do you know
to
my
me.
son told me recently that, Mommy, you're married but single. You're single but still married.
Why? Why do you say that?
Because
Are you
we're
still married?
in court.
Oh, you are? You too?
We've been separated for 14 years.
Okay, you trumped me by
But
a couple of years.
Nigerian courts. Please, I need a lawyer.
Can we share one?
We have to look for it.
But you see, you want
Either
ever
the court-
after.
It's
Yeah,
not,
I'm
it's
not
either
sure.
the courts have gone on strike. That's a different story. It's just, Nigeria is just weird. When it comes to women and marriage. And
So if you found somebody that you really wanted now, then I hope you know you're tied. Exactly. You're not tied you're not tied to, okay, see, pot calling
But guess
kettle
what?
black.
He's gotten married twice.
But you said so already now. They have that liberty. But I still want to go back to what Jenny said about now she has her ever after, but she's not telling her daughters, go and seek it. But,
No, I won't.
But your ever after also takes you to the place where when they leave home, you have him. Because you said so that, he's there, you now want him more around. So there's a place of companionship.
Yes.
So how will you teach them that lesson? How do you teach them that lesson that in the long run we were built for relationships? We were. Let me be honest. I know that.
No, we were.
We were built for relationships.
No argument.
We were built for companionship because each woman is somebody's missing rib. Come on, wait, is that correct?
I love how you do that.
Is it correct? No, wait, forget everything I said. Let's go back to that. Is every woman an Adam's missing rib?
For me, I don't think so.
So where did she come from?
That topic, if we start now, it's another show.
But let's broach it.
Okay, it's the same thing we just talked about, companionship. We were built for companionship. So there's that one person that you were designed for, that you just click.
So
Yes,
are you saying
you
that
just-
I still haven't met the person I've clicked with?
Yes, it's possible.
If they are still rubbing each other the wrong way, then it's possible that there's someone you
I think
that
so
out
too.
there.
My
that
sister,
you're
I
supposed to
already
click
have arthritis, so if I have arthritis, I'm back ache. When will I see the person that you said I'm the person to see me? No, let's be let's be honest. No, let's be honest. If you are saying that there's an Adam somewhere, then they didn't give, but then they
with. Okay,
haven't
so maybe
born
there
you.
isn't just one.
No, there
Maybe
isn't.
maybe there isn't
Just
one.
one.
But there's one that you click with more than
No,
someone else.
so correct. I think they said we have up to 6 degrees. So I think
I
up to
agree.
6, but then there's just that one. Okay, I don't even think I have seen out of my 6.
Believe me,
Sorry. Okay.
believe me, alone.
Okay. So companionship. So companionship is very important.
Oh, it is absolutely.
How do we navigate that in a changing world that is going online now? So, companionship needs you to meet. But 21st century dating now, especially in 2023, is online. You meet somebody, you read the profile, the picture looks good, then you people bring it, Yes, how do you think technology is affecting the connections? Because we are saying that, how is it affecting the connections?
I actually had a relationship online. I never met him.
What's the name of the dating site?
No, it wasn't a dating site. Okay, so then I was very out there on Facebook in terms of religion. So this person reached out in the guise of asking questions, and we became friends. And unfortunately, I never met him
Unfortunately.
because he passed. He passed, and that was a very tough one for me. Then I now started another one, and we ended up meeting, and we hated each other at first sight.
Really?
The bond online was crazy. Like, we'll talk for hours, we'll talk about the future, talk about our children. And then we'll meet in person, and both of us I think we're too alike. We're like, nah, this is not gonna work. I don't know why. I don't know what it was. It just didn't work.
And you stopped talking.
So I went back to the drawing board. I said, offline, problem. Online, problem. What's going on? And so many people and I'm determined to have my happily ever after. So what's going on? So the question you asked about online, I think there are a lot of cycles out there, but then you have to know what it is you're looking for, and you have to pick up vibes strongly. Don't be carried away by certain things. Sometimes you've been on your own for a while, so you get carried away. Or don't get carried away. Just focus on your focus. I like the fact that she kind of knew who she was. So she stood her ground. It's amazing. It's amazing. A lot of us even hit 40 and we still don't know who we are.
I didn't start my journey to self till about 10 years ago. And that was 10 or 13 years ago when I now realized what the hell am I
doing? Honestly.
Yes, that was when I now said, okay, you know what? Wait. And then I started the journey to self, and I realized, you know what? It won't work here. Who I want to be, who I have to be, who I will be, this human being. Nahi understanding.
Nahi Jorge.
Nahi Jorge. Nahi. And I had to be true. People are cracking me off.
Sorry.
And I had to be true. To that. It was hard. Wow. It was very hard because you're used to something. You're really used to who you are. People are used to who you are. People have labeled you, and you feel obligated to live up to their labels. So it was difficult. Now you had to strip all that, unlearn all that, and start bringing out who you really are. People are saying, who is this imposter? And then that's the person that you now have to present to the real world. Yeah. And so to the real world, really, I just felt, okay, you know what? I've done this all my life. I don't really think I need you I don't think I need any of you, that walk around with 3 legs. I don't really need you guys but then, I think just talking to myself and listening to you guys now, especially you, with all these stories, you still have hope.
Oh, no. I'm not giving up.
So you know what? We are going to then I'm with you. Happily ever after.
Oh, welcome to the club.
So what you're saying is that I have my Adam, the fact that I have arthritis, backache.
Nah, you will find him.
I have grey hair. He's still there.
He's still there. He is, absolutely.
Yes.
It's money could be good now. That's all.
What are your life goals?
I'll just say, happily ever after is a beautiful thing. Love is a beautiful thing. If you find the right person, and as I always say, someone that understands you, it's a beautiful thing. It's just something that everybody wants to have. Everybody needs it. People that say, "Oh, I don't want to have a relationship. I don't want to be with them." I don't think they're saying you don't want to.
Well, I say so, but I've converted now.
But can I ask you a question?
Yes, please.
When you're in love, are you happy? Like,
I do not believe in love. First, you want us to
You
start?
don't
You
know?
want us to start there? I don't believe in love.
you don't believe in it,
I don't. Next.
so you've not been in a happy relationship.
No, the fact that you can be in a happy relationship, but it must be love.
Love.
Is it love that gives rise to that? Love brings more pain.
I'm thinking.
Yes, love brings more pain. for me.
Okay, but when you're in a relationship, right? A good relationship, you're happy, right? The man makes you happy. Why are you laughing now?
Okay, yes.
But you're happy, right?
Okay. But there are
So
other
it's
things that make you, what
this.
is it now? It's a combination of things that make you happy. You know now.
I know. I get you. I know.
So
But I think it's a beautiful thing. I think it's something that, as you're growing older, you need someone that, will have your back, that can protect you, someone you can share things with,
Okay.
Our kids, very soon they will have their own family and move on. And we'll just sit down and be doing what I'd say. So just someone that that, okay, I have this person is my person.
Okay, so this is definitely happy ever after. Do you think you're a psycho? You were saying there are psychos out there. Do you think you're a psycho?
No, I don't think I am.
You don't think you're a psycho?
I think most of the cycles, it still boils down to they don't know who they are. So they come and they're waiting to get a reaction from you so that they can react. They're not willing to just be them and let you flow with their energy. Everybody's always listening to respond. They're not listening to understand.
Yeah.
That's the problem. Communication is a major problem.
Yes.
So what are your last words? Now that you're not a psycho.
My last words are, the journey to happily ever after is not necessarily easy. It's not easy at all, but it is a journey worth taking.
Yes.
It's a hard truth. It's a very hard truth. Because I'm here telling people you have to go to journey to self. Now they say to marry is journey to self too.
Oh,
So,
it is.
all I can say at this point is that, and I agree with my guests, we need people in our lives. We were built to have people, especially the opposite sex, at a certain point. Is your journey ever after or never after? But whichever side of the divide you fall on, the foundation of it is, do you know who you are? It's only when you know who you are that you can determine ever after or never after. And both are valid. See you after the break. So my final thoughts on this. Society is evolving. Everything that we know is not as it used to be. And marriage is not left out. Give me that old-time religion. So marriage is between a man and a woman. Okay. But what we've come to realize is that we marry based on what we have been told we are. And I think that is where, for me, we need to work on. Who are you before you go out to hunt? Who are you? So that the right person can see you. There's no point you coming out like a snake, only for you to turn out to be a rat. It will not work. Then you're a snake, then you attract a rat. The rat, who eats who? The rat will eat the snake, Abi? Who is who? I think the rat will eat the snake. Anyway, the point here is that one will eat one person, and there's no need for that. But if you are a real snake and the other person is a snake, two of you will cohabit in peace. So please, I think my last thoughts just here is that be true to yourself, show the world your true self. Let the right person come to you if that's what you want. And I think there's a place for people who have realized that they don't want to get married. It's not by force, so it's not by force. There's no point you ending up ruining somebody's life and then bringing children into the world that really you probably don't want. So there is a never after and there is an ever after. You just need to understand and know the divide you want to be in. As for me, we are going to start a dating club here. We're looking for, this is a call now, we're looking for older men who probably do need Viagra or serious, because some of us are just, we just want to rub your head, play with you. We want companionship, we want to rub your stomach, we just want to travel and all. Then what are the other things we need? Rich. See, women are not gold diggers. That's how we are. If you are supposed to provide, with what will you provide? It's with money. Let's be clear about this thing. So, old, Viagra taking, balding, big stomach, plenty money. I don't want this thing to end, but it has to end. I really enjoyed having this conversation with you people. Honestly, it was so relaxing and an eye-opener. And as we do in Nigeria, you know, you cannot come to somebody's house, be talking, shouting at each other, you know, just enjoying each other, and then you go empty-handed. Before you go and can you imagine, we even went to our house. Please, I have something small for you. So that when you go out there, you will say, yes, you were here and you had this conversation. So I have a little pillow for you.
Oh, thank you.
And
I was here.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. So you joined our ambassador now. Thank you. Yeah, so when you go to do your network marketing, please tell them that there's network marketing to buy talking book pillow.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. So see you right after the break. It's CB Says time. CB says, for those who have happily ever after marriages. Wait. Please, those you people already have enjoying yourselves. I don't have to give you work. But for the happily never afters, this is what is going to happen. So I have two people here that work on the set. Pelumi, who is our head cameraman, and Nkoma, who is my producer. There is a romance brewing, but the two of them seem to have the experience of never after. So they were going to do this for all of us, and they will bring back the report. Pelumi will take Nkoma on a date. At that date, they will discuss. We already know what they need. They themselves know. We know. They will come back and they will tell us what happened at that date, so that we can be sure that this is whether it's going to end up as ever after or truly it's never. We're tired. We have come to the end of this episode of the Talking Booth with Comfort Booth. Thank you for making this happen. Thank you for all the love you've shown us. Even me, I'm tired of saying this love. But the truth is, it's out of love you do this. So we really appreciate it. Please follow us on all our social media platforms with the username, and make sure to leave a comment telling us what you've enjoyed and what you didn't enjoy about the show. Till we see you next week, I'm your host, Comfort Booth.